Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, sometimes when you hear certain questions coming from members of the press, reporters, etc., they are cringeworthy, and you do ask yourself, why are you asking that kind of question for? It's a bit odd. Don't get me wrong, I've been there myself. I have asked some questions that, to be honest with you, sometimes you do have to fill air. As in, if the conversation is running a little bit dry, you have to try and just throw things out there just to keep the conversation going. But when you interviewed Dillian Whyte, and as many of you guys know, Dillian Whyte's been here many, many times, and I don't have to ask too much with Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte isn't short of words himself, which is why I like speaking to Dillian, because he will just say whatever's on his mind, and etc, etc. As in, he's not a one-word answer kind of guy. He really isn't. So when Gareth A Davies was doing the live stream for the open workout today, for Dillian Whyte, Oscar Rivas, and of course the undercard, Dave Price, Dave Allen, Chisora, etc, etc. When Gareth A Davies is doing the interviewing and the commentary work, if you like, punditry even, for Matchroom Boxing, and I'll put a link to it in the description box if you haven't seen it already, I have to ask the question to Gareth A Davies, I like you, but why on earth would you be asking Dillian Whyte to almost look at the camera and almost say thank you to Mauricio Sulaiman? Why would Dillian Whyte need to say that? Because Gareth A Davies was saying to Dillian Whyte, have you got anything that you would like to say to Mauricio Sulaiman? Because Dillian Whyte, should he defeat Oscar Rivas this weekend, touch wood and all that he does, then he will be the official manager, which is something Dillian Whyte's been chasing for a long time. But bearing in mind, plenty of fighters have been given opportunities ahead of Dillian Whyte who weren't deserving of it. Why? Because Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of the WBC, has been protecting Deontay Wilder, has been doing whatever the PBC want him to do. And that's exactly how it looks from the outside. Wilder is allowed to fight whoever he wants, and Al Heyman tells Wilder, Shelley Finkel tells Wilder, and they both tell Mauricio Sulaiman who Wilder will be fighting next. And Mauricio Sulaiman, he shouldn't be doing it, but he does. So therefore, when Gareth A Davies is asking Dillian Whyte, is there anything you want to say to Mauricio Sulaiman, as if to say, maybe this is a good opportunity for you to say thank you, Mauricio, why the hell should he? And that's exactly what Dillian Whyte said. I've got nothing to say to Mauricio Sulaiman. Why would I? The position that I'm in is because I earned it, not because of him. And absolutely spot on. Absolutely correct. Why would Dillian Whyte need to say thank you to Mauricio Sulaiman for something that Mauricio Sulaiman should have done a long, long time ago? This whole situation shouldn't even be a talking point. People shouldn't even be talking about Mauricio Sulaiman. But people have been, because he has been allowing Wilder to freeze out Dillian Whyte. Whether you like Dillian Whyte, whether you don't, makes no difference. The fact is, he's earned that opportunity. He really has. And he keeps on taking tough fight after tough fight after tough fight, while Wilder is fighting pathetic opposition. But even this weekend against Oscar Rivas, does Dillian Whyte really need to be taking this kind of level fight? No, of course he doesn't, but he keeps on doing it. He's a brave soldier, and all he wants is an opportunity at the WBC. People can talk about the whole Joshua with the WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO, etc. But that's not what Dillian wants. He wants the WBC, then go for undisputed against Joshua. That was the whole plan. But people can't seem to get their head around that part. But anyway, it is what it is. But Gareth A Davies, why on earth would you ask that kind of question to Dillian Whyte? Listen, I've asked some pretty stupid questions. I ain't going to get you wrong, because again, much like on my videos, I go in unscripted. I don't have a script or anything with me. So sometimes a stupid question does fall out of my mouth. But I would never ever ask Dillian Whyte or insinuate to Dillian Whyte, maybe this is a good opportunity for you to say thank you. Now, Gareth A Davies didn't say you should look in the camera and say thank you. He did say, do you have anything to say to Mauricio Sulaiman? But it would insinuate that he believed that Dillian Whyte should be saying, well, thank you. You know, finally we got here, and you know what? There's going to be a great world title fight when I eventually fight Wilder. And this weekend against Oscar Rivas is for the final eliminator. I'm going to represent the WBC at best. Screw the WBC. Why should he say thank you to anything? If anything, they should be apologising to Dillian Whyte for making him wait this long. Anyway, link in the description box. For me, it's a little bit cringeworthy that Gareth A Davies would be asking that kind of question. He's been around the block many, many times. Anyway, it's what it is. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.